Welcome back, bitches.
Welcome back.
We're by ourselves today.
Church notes.
Church notes for church girls.
Oh my God, look at us.
Virgins. Virgins.
This is so funny. Okay, let's start with what's it called?
What?
This thing.
Well,
a Bible quote?
We bought this little church book at Target, which we'll get into later, to write our notes on when we record. And they have these little Bible verses on the bottom of each page. Now,
it honestly makes it feel even more like a sin because this is a legit actual it's supposed to be somebody's church notes. Like the topic, the date, the pastor, the speaker. You put Johanna and Stella.
The song and hymn.
Yes. Testament, new. You check mark. Our mood. Oh my God, your mood is happy. This is so fucking funny. It's
Invest
literally
in a journal.
A church diary. That's sculptures, verses, songs and hymns, key points, and notes.
Can you even read that?
Yes. It says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
See.
It says Matthew 5:5. 5:5.
That was how I was saying. That was our lucky angel number.
God, how fucking weird. I hate it. Anytime I think about the number 5, I think about that movie, which you're not going to know.
Sixth Sense?
Yeah, that one. No, it's Ashley Judd gives birth in a Walmart or something in aisle 5 and her unlucky number is 5 or something throughout the movie. So every time you're 5-5, I'm oh,
you're like Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd.
Well, me and Johanna will get into it. I am moving in.
Yep.
A bitch needs to get her shit together, and we're coming to Joe's house
we are.
each other's
Aunt
mothers.
Tia JoJo's house.
Tia JoJo's house. I'm very excited.
It's time.
It's
been time.
What the fuck's the word? Redecorating. Redecorating the whole Johanna's whole house. Studio is moved over here now. I'm taking over.
Our studio is on wheels.
It's on wheels.
We record wherever we go.
I think that's awesome.
I think it is awesome. So we've just been recording in the living room. Here we are, looking better and better every day.
That's Robin Williams, not you. That's Robin Williams.
No, I'm Danny DeVito.
You're Danny DeVito.
Everybody knows that.
Best cross-dresser ever.
Here I am.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And you.
Me and you.
Me and you.
Oh, look at us
each
go.
other's mothers. Mikasa
shit.
and Sukasa.
Oh God.
That's been our
and that's been our time.
That's been our agenda this week. No, we were supposed to paint tonight. We were a little lazy. We took a really long Target adventure, which was well needed.
It was great.
It was great.
Stella got to witness my ADHD in one setting.
She's like, I need a mirror, hand soap, and some prenatal vitamins. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Let's go to Target.
Just call me Ashley Judd.
Call me Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
5'5".
No, it was a good run. It was a good run, but you witnessed. I stop in every aisle for at least 10 minutes at a time because
She's
I
like,
have to look at everything.
These jars to teabag in, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
I know.
Get 2 of them.
Should I get these jars?
Yeah.
So stupid. Discounted aisle.
If I had the money that I want to have, which we will one day, I will go into Target and I'm going to blow all of my bag.
Target, baby.
Them Target moms, I was telling Johanna.
It's an addiction.
They go hard. You go
they
in
really
there.
Do.
There's nothing
They're
in there.
They're all wine drunk, fucking sauced up, just with their little carts and their little fucking.
Well, they take
all
the
their
price,
regrets.
They
in
take
life.
the price tags off for a reason. We looked around. We found
it was horrific.
So many different things. We're like, that's cute. That's cute. Ball on a budget. We're like, we need to figure out what we're gonna spend. No price tag, nothing on anything. If someone's not doing their job, but they purposely do that, I think, because
I think so too.
The moms go in there, like you said, drunk as fuck, and they're like,
wine drunk, ready to go.
I don't care, throw it in the cart.
I don't know what to tell you. Do you want to come up here?
Johanna's dog is tweaking about the couch.
Literally, and I'm just like, you're not allowed up here. Anyway, it's kind of like you. And anytime you come sit down, I'm like, get down.
I'm like, sorry. She's like, we put the blanket down first.
Yep.
Your cum sheet down.
That's right. Oh my God. The way that I need to invest in a cum sheet, it's ridiculous. Well, now I'm not sleeping with anybody, but RIP. But
you need a cum sheet.
It's a way.
I don't always do this, but you know what? You put a sheet down. You know you're to get freaky in the night. Put that shit down because you don't have to wash your bed.
What do you use? Do you use a tarp?
Yeah, like an old, yeah.
I've said this before, but Brianna Snitchler, Sex Bible,
Here we
Q&A.
go. Here we go. Watch it.
Is the person who told me that I need to invest on a waterproof dog blanket off Amazon. And I know we've talked about it before, but it's like the most genius purchase ever.
I think that it would be...
Oh my God, bitch. Not Ruka bumping the camera. Oh God.
Should I move it?
No, here, I got it. Here, hold my mic.
Hold my dick.
Hold my dick. Anyway. Target was fun. The person checking us out did misgender and mispronouns.
She's like,
Stella.
hey man, come over here.
Yeah, hey,
and I'm like,
fucking dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she comes up to, like, Johanna caught it, but she, like, yeah, misgendered me. I don't think much of it because, like, whatever. You know who you are. And then she says the R word just out of nowhere, calls herself a, whatever.
Yeah, she called herself an R word, and I was just like, okay. 2 strikes.
Love Target. Love
Love
it.
it. So inclusive and intelligent and politically correct.
She's like, if you wanted those prenatal vitamins, they're back at aisle 5.
Right. Looks at me like, oh, you're pregnant.
She's like, oh, you're buying this? Like, she's like, I need this. She really did, though.
Thinks I'm a man.
I wonder if people think when we go out, like, in those circumstances.
If we're a couple. I'm dying.
Because
that would be so funny.
There was this
we were shopping as if we were a couple.
Besides the Hello Kitty lady, I'm a big fan. If anyone knows, you want to gift me anything in this world, anything Hello Kitty, a stuffed animal, memorabilia of her, I love her. I saw these cute little Hello Kitty things at Target, and I was like, oh my God, like I need these, being a fan. I'm weird, whatever. This lady comes up to me right beside, no one else in the aisle but me and Joe.
Snuck right up on us.
And I saw her and I was like, you better buy those before I do. She's like, oh my God, you should see what I have in my purse. Yeah. And I like always show everyone when I go to the club, the bar, I'm looking at myself. I have this really cute, I wish I had it on me. Motherfucker, I don't. It's compact, like super bright LED Hello Kitty face mirror. Like no one in the fucking world would have this goddamn fucking mirror like in Michigan right now.
Right.
This lady pulls this out of her purse, like it was like a token. She
was so
like
happy.
A friend token. She's like, and I pulled mine out, and I was like,
you had a moment.
Johanna's looking at Mighty Patches in the aisle, and I'm like really screaming about a Hello Kitty compact mirror in the middle of Target.
With this fucking nerd lady. We were talking about this afterwards. Like she's like the certain type of nerd that's just like so excited about damn near everything.
It's like you can be,
and I hate to be like a bitch
it's
about
it's trendy. The nerds, what people like now, it's like I was seen myself personally. We're gonna bring this up. I was seen before everyone else was seen. I hate to be that person. Like I was wearing a choker in 5th grade before these dumb sluts were.
You really were.
It's like
you
one
were
of those
tiny little fucking.
It's like when things become popular, like anime now.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, I'm an anime, like whatever the horror. And
instead of
like,
Netflix and chill, it's anime and gay.
Yeah, but they don't really like anime. They're doing it because they want the clout, and they're like, "Oh, I'm edgy, and whatever the fuck."
Yeah,
it's just in. The
we
true
nerds
like her homegirl we met. She was just like so ecstatic and happy about those Hello Kitty lip balms.
Yeah,
as much as I was, which I guess I am a true nerd. That I love her energy.
Like damaged and broken, and she might be too. But like nerds, I think.
But you're damaged and broken. Johanna.
Nerds are okay, but same hashtag same, honey. Okay, it's like a whole thing. It's like you can be a sensitive person, and you can be like a delight, and you can be all these things. You can be quote unquote nerdy.
Yes.
But like a true nerd is weird. Those human beings are weird.
They are weird.
Like we've seen some shit that makes us a little jaded, if you will. Mm-hmm. Like she's lacking the jade of it all.
Start saying that.
You're lacking the jade.
Lacking jade, babe.
Lacking jade. But that's just how I felt about her.
There was, going back to the topic of how people think we're dating. There was these kids like fucking around in Target, crazy. And I was like letting Johanna do her thing, looking myself. And there was this lady earlier who was talking with us like, you can just come in here and buy everything. She had like 10 reefs in her fucking Easter reefs in her cart.
Right.
And she walked by me and these kids, when I go out places, I don't pay attention to it, but a lot of people I realize do. Like when someone is staring at me or laughing at me or whatever the circumstance can be, misgendering me.
Running their cart into yours.
Running their cart. We'll get to that later. There's some haters. Johanna's witnessed it firsthand
I was
today.
a fucking bitch. I was so
She's
mean.
like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, that guy just like slammed his cart into you. I was like,
another day, another dollar, honey.
like, I don't give a
I'm used to it. I'm like, that
But
fucking
do you see how like
me
unfazed
off.
I am? Like,
Yeah, you're very unfazed. I very loudly was like, what an asshole. Like, I was like making
Middle
a
of
scene.
checkout line.
Middle of checkout line. There's like children next to me. I go, what the fuck? Like,
no,
so
but these
fucked
kids
up.
were like, these little kids are laughing at me. They're like, what the like, they were like, I think thinking I was pretty or something, and then like a little turnaround. They're like, whoa, whoa, she's got a dick, she's got a dick.
The old,
and that lady, that one
the
lady,
silhouette from the back.
yeah, she's like, oh, fat ass, but sounds like a dude. That's okay though. I'll take it.
Fat ass, beautiful hair. Turns around. They're just like,
They're like, whoa,
whoa. I wasn't
Easter
looking. You're gay. I'm not gay. You're gay. Yeah.
Put those mighty patches back on the fucking shelf. The lady like got mad. She's like, not fucking cool. I thought you heard it because it was so loud. Not fucking cool because they were laughing at me. She stuck up for me, and I didn't even know what she was talking to. I thought she was talking to me, like she thought I was stealing or something. Like,
yeah, which you were.
I should have.
Yeah.
I used to be
Second Hello Kitty mirror.
She said she had 2. You know, she's a klepto. Mm-hmm. She's like, I have another one just in case this one's lost.
Yeah, she's into it.
You didn't buy 2 of them, whatever. That lady defended me, and I really admired that.
Love that. You're like, your kids are transphobic.
Your kids are transphobic.
Homophobic.
You're not buying a Hello Kitty mirror. What the fuck are you doing?
It's okay. They'll be swiping right on you in about 5 years.
They from high school, like from now, I realize there's so many people that were like my biggest hater bullies. And I've always been like, you think I'm unfazed now? I was even more unfazed back then. Like I went viral on Twitter.
How do you get even more unfazed?
I had True Religion skinny jeans. True Religion skinny jeans.
Hey.
A mohawk.
Fuck yeah.
The blue highlights.
Pixar didn't happen.
Fat ass. Ugg boots. North Face jacket. Fucking all the way up to my fucking tits.
Yeah.
I went on Twitter. This person's like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I blew up all over Twitter. And like, it's just ever since then, I had so many people be like, this is weird. This is that. I was like the only gay kid at the time at my school before I transitioned. And I have this thing now where like, you get to a point in your life where everyone tells you what the fuck you are.
Right.
Until you put a wig on and tuck your dick, don't tell me shit.
Hey.
And it takes a lot of like self-discipline, like awareness. It's like, you know when to act out, you know when not to act out. And I always appreciate people. And, you know, this is for my allies out there. Always defend your fucking local LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. Always be an ally. Always speak up for what's right. But there's always a time and a place. People love to fight. People love to push boundaries.
You're right.
Politics, religion, everything. So it's so like middle school to say this, I feel like, but it doesn't faze me, or they want a reaction. They want me to be like, yell back at them. And like, I would, and I will defend myself if I have to, but I just don't give a fuck.
You're like, let me just be the representation for my people, and I'm gonna act cool as a cucumber. To you. Like, I'm chill. You're the one acting a fool. You are embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself.
I get if it's kids. Kids are ignorant, and a lot of people are ignorant with everything, you know. But I don't even take offense to that shit anymore. But when you're an adult, and you have children, your generation, even this right now, is not even going to be what it is 10 years from now.
Oh, it's changing every day.
It's changing every day.
Every fucking second.
Target's not going to look the same, babe.
It's not. It's really not. Virtual shopping forever.
They're going to.
Yeah. We're all just going to be Sims eventually.
We're not even going to be able to go to the grocery store at a point because everyone's going to be so nasty in this world and dirty. Like COVID came, all that shit. Shit's just going to come to our door. They have it now.
COVID's going to come to our door?
That too.
Yeah.
That was one of the best times of my life and the most worst times of my life.
Yeah, we were all millionaires.
Everyone. That was like
we even lived the millionaire lifestyle. We were up at the house. We didn't have to talk to nobody. We didn't have to see nobody. Money's just coming in. I'm like, damn, this is how Bezos feels all the time.
I got 10,000. When I first met Johanna, I've said this before in the pod. I'm going to repeat myself again because I always do. I met her. I got this job at this street food Mexican restaurant where we live. And, you know, we hit it off. And I told her, I was like, it was right at the end of COVID, still kind of happening. I was like, I never got my unemployment. Like, I was like struggling. I was doing carry out at my old serving job. Like, I was struggling. You know, everyone was getting thousands of dollars. My friend got like 20 grand. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just didn't know what to do. Right after I got this job, I like woke up one day. It was like 4:00 in the morning. This like weird feeling. I look at my bank account. I had like $10,500 in there. It was like a year later from like when the pandemic.
God, I would be so happy.
I was
so
crying.
happy.
And I wasn't crying because I'm like, oh, I have all this money to buy stupid fucking shit.
You were crying out of your dick. You were jizzing. You were coming.
I bought my laptop. Like, it was like I could go to a store and buy $1,800 laptop and like, this is a good investment. You know, it just was such a great moment. But it sucked because you couldn't socialize with anybody. I had all this money. All this money.
Couldn't go to the club.
To take you fuckers on dates.
Couldn't go to the club.
Couldn't do shit. And that's when I first started.
Thank God, though. You would have blown that. I mean, you probably blew it fast anyway.
I did. Well, I paid off debt. I had $3,000 in debt.
Okay.
Thank God I did that.
God, I would love it.
When you don't finish beauty school, that's what happens.
Beauty school dropout. Yeah. That's
really
you.
though. No, like really though. Like, no
like,
joke.
But for real.
You just, when you have that much money, I've like realized now, like, yeah, I want to buy so much stupid fucking shit. Like, if I could buy 20,000 wigs, like,
I feel like I will never know what it's like to have that much money. I mean, I hope and pray.
But I didn't, not like I didn't
knock
earn
on
it.
wood, but
you will.
Who knows? I've never seen $20,000. I've never seen $30,000.
Absolutely not.
The most I think I've ever seen in my bank account was like maybe $4,000. Maybe.
Get there. It's just no one.
I'm not worried, you know, clearly. I'm doing this.
There's like.
Hello.
There's a guy on TikTok. He interviews people. He'll like walk up to a random person and be like, how much money you got in your pocket?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, like 10 grand. Like, oh, $300. Like, what do you do for a living?
Fuck yourself.
And they'll be like, oh, this and that. Like, oh, I suck dick. Or, oh, I sit on my ass. Or, you know, and he's like, okay, cool. Or he'll walk up to someone who has like a $100,000 car or whatever, you know, Lambo, and be like, what do you do for a living? And they'll either drive off or they'll be like, I'm this. And to hear people's careers and like what they do, like some people do the stupidest fucking shit and make so much fucking money.
Yeah, I know.
We're trying. And
I'm a college dropout. I didn't do
it. Did you go to college?
Absolutely. I went for way too long.
You went to Central, right?
Yeah, I went to Central
That's
for
where my cousin's
a really long time. And then got the old kick out, and then I went to community college for a while, and then I didn't go to school at all, and then I was just working while living in a college town, and it was a fucking mess, y'all. It was a mess.
Central Michigan. Oof.
Central Mount Pleasant, baby.
Where even is that?
It's literally in the center of Michigan. That's why it's called Central.
Far away, right?
Nah, it's like 2.5 hours from here, probably.
My cousin's going out there.
Maybe a little further.
She got accepted to Michigan State and Central. My aunt went to Central.
She's going to Central?
Yeah, I was like, oh, stay.
Well,
I was like,
tell her to look out for herpes and
that's what I
not going to class and dropping out.
That's what I said. She's good. No, she's really good. But
HPV, all of it. It's all there.
Lots of people said, like, I know a lot of colleges are dirty.
Central is a party.
I heard it was like really like party. Out there is party.
I had the best parties. You can only imagine. You've seen my bangers these days in my as a 33-year-old in my little casita in the middle of fucking Ferndale. Like, I threw
no blinds,
bangers,
no blinds, no tinted windows,
no nothing, no
studio lighting,
30
people in the living room,
literally just vibing, having a great time. I know how to host a party, that's for damn sure. But imagine me fucking 10 years ago.
I know.
More than that now.
And you now. I mean, like, you have a house.
No, but I used to have a huge house with like 5 roommates with like, and we didn't care about the house because it wasn't ours. So we would throw bangers. There would be like 70 people in our house. Everyone's like beer bonging. We have a keg. We have a DJ for no fucking good reason. Like,
it's crazy.
It was insane, dude. It was insane. And
I miss those days.
One day I will I won't print them, but maybe I'll pull them up on my phone or something. But I used to make the best Facebook descriptions because we'd do like Facebook events for our parties, and I was always the one that wrote the descriptions, and they were always, not to pat my own tit here, but they were always so funny and so just like people would like literally be like, when's the next one drop? Like, when's the next party? Like, every time they'd be like, that shit was so funny. It
She's
was
like, I'm gonna do a podcast now.
usually a theme. Yeah, now I'm like, I'm tired, and here I am. But anyway,
I really truly don't think, because I couldn't even handle high school. Like, I went to
you would die. You would overdose if you went to college.
And out in Timbuktu, 8,000 people went to it. It was 3 high schools in one lot. It was
that's insanity.
Salem, Canton, and Plymouth. Now, when you got your schedule, there was paths. There was like woods. You go walk through woods. Beautiful. They have like little coffee carts. It was like, have you ever seen Zoe 101? That's the vibe. Think of that. It was very bouge, bouge, but not. And you just would walk around like to each like high school for your classes. You have a class there. You have a class there. Snow, rain. You had to get there. And I remember doing that.
I mean, it sounds like they were actually prepping you for college.
They were.
Yeah. They were. Which is how high school is supposed to be.
Everyone there, no one gave a fuck. Like, out of those 8,000 people, it was a party. Like, it was like out of Zoe 101. Like, it just like, that's how I can describe it. Just like, they're not doing anything. Like, everyone's there to socialize. And me, like, I could give a fuck about school. Go to school. Don't do what I did.
Stay there.
Don't do what I did.
Stay there forever.
Please stay there. You'll regret it. You will regret it. But at that time, I couldn't handle it.
Kids these days are like...
I could not handle that.
They're like, I'm not going to college. I'm going to sell fucking NFTs and sell my farts into jars and like my bath water, and I'm going to be hot forever. And it's like, honestly, they might be hot forever because the earth's going to like melt soon. So like, why not sell your farts? You know?
I was talking to my mom, go figure, about this the other day. She doesn't, like, she knows, but she doesn't really know
sells her farts in a jar. Yeah.
No, but she was talking about how her coworker, she has her office wife. My mom's, a nurse and stuff. She works in an office in a hospital. She's a good friend there named Renee. And her friend Renee, I shouldn't say this.
Secret lovers.
Oh my God. I used to think my mom was, we're not going to get to that. I'm mumbling.
Your mom was a lesbian?
I thought she was a lesbian for a while.
I mean, she's got some pent up something.
My mom's like, beautiful blonde bombshell. Like, she's girly now, but when I was growing up, like, my dad and her wanted boys. She wanted to be sports mom. Like, I have all boys in my family, so like, I used to think, because I was so fucking girly when I was younger, she didn't make me that way. I just liked everything pink and My Little Pony.
Yeah, you reincarnated.
Like, I used to ask her, I was like, are you a lesbian? When I was little. Are you a lesbian?
She probably loved that.
She's like, no, I'm American.
I'm a white.
Yeah. And that's all over the place.
I loved it. It was great.
But no, I could not handle high school when I had all those people there. So like, going to college, you
would literally have all of the STDs, and you would be a mess.
I'd be failing every class.
You would be addicted to heroin.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I'm glad you didn't go.
Cheers!
I'm glad nobody...
I'm going to do a podcast and transition. We'll go far.
Here we go. Let's make the drink strong. This is college. We're in college right now. This is the college episode. This is our dorm. How sick is our dorm, dude? No, that's why there's a photo of Hunter S. Thompson in it, because this is our dorm room.
I'm like, cover the lamps.
Cover the lamps. Let's get the mood going.
We're about to have a little fraternity up in here.
Sorority.
Sorority.
Yeah.
We're sorority sisters.
Way to call yourself a man, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You really just dropped the balls.
Sorry, guys.
Folks. You say folks.
I wonder if we have
folks with an X.
What we need to do? We need to listen to that voicemail. Aren't we missing like a voicemail from somebody?
Yeah, we need to listen to the voicemail, but we're recording on my phone.
There you go. There you fucking go.
We can pause it in a second.
Can we talk about this iPhone quality though?
Hey, I got a brand new iPhone. It was the best thing that ever happened to me.
No, like, you don't even need like studio cameras.
Yeah, don't tell anybody the secret.
Shh. Maybe it's
you just need some good lighting and literally cakes of
makeup.
Cake batters, amounts of makeup.
Opens the bathroom door when I'm getting ready, and she's like, "Oh, you look great." I'm like, fucking white face.
You were in white face.
I look pretty.
Yes. You always look pretty. Not according to the Target cashier, but she can go fuck herself.
Oh, well, fuck that fucking bitch.
That was so weird.
But see, you're more offended than me about it.
Oh, I'm offended as fuck. I walked around that Target like, what are you looking at? That guy running in a full-grown adult, big man. It was like Mexican or something.
Me, and he ran right into me.
Racially ambiguous. No, you did not say excuse me. You were literally existing. You were just existing, standing in line, waiting to check out. And this guy went out of his fucking way to run into Stella's cart with his cart and did not say excuse me, did not say sorry, did not say anything.
I didn't do anything. I was just like, whoa.
Yep, you were just like, okay, this is my life. And then I'm like turning around like all aghast, like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? All, like, super loud, like, and he still didn't turn around, still didn't say anything. So I was just like, you're a fucking asshole, or like whatever I said. And you were like, what are you talking about?
Me, I didn't even know. I'm looking at Prince Harry's book.
You didn't just hear him.
The
Yeah,
spare.
You were looking at.
I'm like, he's the spare, and this guy's trying to ram me into the car, playing bumper cars.
And not the kind of ram we like, okay? Fuck, it was so mean. I did not like that. That was so weird.
You can't.
I'm now noticing that I don't really go in public spaces with you often.
Well,
because I would stay heated. I'm a little chihuahua. I'd be biting at people's ankles and shit.
Well, I'm a type of person.
Look at my girl again. Look at her again.
I'm crazy. I hold it in. Well, I'm crazy too.
Where do you let it out?
No, I will. We've never.
Where do you let it out?
You've never seen. I have my own ways.
Whoring around town.
I think I have my outlets through like a lot of different things. Like I think I'm very like verbally expressive. Like.
Sure.
Like, maybe not when like confrontational wise, but like I say what I feel and I say what I mean. Like maybe I don't always mean what I say. But I'm contradicting myself.
That's true though.
Like
that is true.
I'll speak up when the time is right. But I'm at this point where like I used to walk around like I haven't gotten laser yet. I was talking to Johanna about this earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't had laser hair removal. That is like when you're a trans, especially like a M to F person, that's like for me personally, is my biggest struggle.
Yeah.
Facial hair, everyone's fucking hairy. I'm half Mexican. I'm sorry. I'm hairy as shit. Mm-hmm. It comes in. There's nothing I can do about it. As much as I can shave, as much as I can put makeup on, there's nothing I can do. And I've come to this point where I used to be when I first started transitioning, where it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I didn't wear any makeup. Everyone's like, why don't you do this? Why don't you get lashes? That and that. And I never beat my face. I go to work. I have a little, what is it called? Not foreshadow. 5 o'clock shadow.
Not
like,
foreshadow.
I always got misgendered.
I'm sorry.
My foreshadow. This is my foreshadow.
Foreshadowing your gender, but yeah.
I am.
Oh my God. That's so funny. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So I had this thing about me, and it took a couple people being like, so you just like always want to look like a man? Like you always want to look like a man? And I was like, it like hit me hard. I was like, oh my God, like I'm not doing it good. Like I'm doing it good, but I'm not doing it good enough.
Not good.
So
not goody good.
I went on this thing where I was like, remember I had like full like mega lashes and the promo of our first the podcast.
Looking like lamb chop and shit.
I was mega lash, like platinum fucking inch hair.
Yeah.
I mean, still am. But like, I had
you were
this,
like, oh, make it feminine. Bet.
Yeah,
watch me.
I did.
Watch me.
Went on estrogen. You know, I like really like went hard. I was like this and that, and then it came to it. And I'm like, I can't afford laser hair removal right now. Just like my budget, as much as I want to, I can't afford it. I want, I want to make a GoFundMe. Then I'm like, oh, I'm asking for help. I don't want to do that. No offense to anyone. No offense to anyone who wants to do that. But I feel like there's something. My friends made me feel like there was something wrong with that. Not saying that's their choice.
You need new friends.
Well, like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
People know when I do something.
I know people who have transitioned and have started GoFundMes for their top surgeries and for binders and for she slammed it down.
They make so much money. They make so much money. They're like done and over with in like a week.
Because it doesn't take much for like one. Think about it this way, Stella. You are so popular. You know so many people.
I do. I'm gonna give myself
everyone
that.
donated a freaking $1, even $10, $5, like
100 people donated $10. Oh, it's $100.
You got like half of a surgery there, or half of whatever you need. Like if that's gonna make you feel more like your truest self and make you feel like more confident and help you navigate in this god awful world where people fucking run their carts into you and kids are laughing at you. Like, honestly though, like I know it doesn't phase you, but like I'm a sensitive ass bitch and I get mad for my friends and like I get mad, like that is not okay. Like you cannot be treating people like that. It's fucked up. Like I know I have my share of like I say this word, I say that word. I'm a joker motherfucker. Like everybody knows all that.
You're not meaning
nobody's
that,
new here. Y'all know how I am. You know what I'm saying? But like
you're never mean.
But I'm angry with that injustice, with that shit. Like that. It's not okay.
It's not.
I'm like I can't even find my words because I'm so angry. Just like thinking about our small little hour that we like just spent in Target.
We had the
like,
best time.
Oh, and we had a great time.
And it takes like those people who are just like fucking assholes. And like I said, I don't phase it, but it's something that like. I sit back and I'm like, I should speak up. I should 100%. Say something.
You should start a GoFundMe.
I should start a GoFundMe. I should like, get that laser.
It's not like you're a lazy piece of shit who is like,
if I want it, I go do it.
Can I, send me money because, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference between like, there's a necessity and I can't quite get there just yet. I need a little help. Like that's what community's about. You know what I mean?
That's what good friends are for.
That's what good friends are for.
For real.
Like
that is your friends. If you have good people around you, they will want you to succeed. Anybody, no matter what your circumstances, like you want the best for people you care about. And if you have people in your life, our listeners, that aren't giving you what you need to be successful, not saying $1 million or a GoFundMe account, but just the support.
That's all it takes.
You need to walk away from those friendships.
Right.
Because
proper
I realized
communication, respect.
Me and Johanna this week, I really realized what a true friend she is and what a bridge I would never want to burn. You know what I mean? Well, I love you. We've came along over the 2.5 years I've known you. We've came a long way. Like
Absolutely.
Not like in a bad or anything.
Not in a bad way. No.
We just progressed so much, and even the podcast. Like we talked about before I even transitioned. I was like, I want to do a podcast, and Johanna was thinking about doing one herself, and she had her roommates at the time who did it, and we kind of we manifested that. We kept the positivity, we kept the ambition.
Absolutely.
You can't just let shit go and run away from stupid problems. You know, I think people have a hard time keeping friends because of that. They don't know how to communicate. People don't know how to be in relationships. Doesn't mean you can be a good friend either.
Right. Yeah.
And I just appreciate having you in my life. And, for people to get mad for me, I always love it,
Of course.
But if I got mad at every single person who hated me,
there goes your whole day.
I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I wouldn't be as dark humor. I laugh about my trauma. And some people are like, they're a little weird about it. But if you get it, you get it. That's how I cope. It's not the best way, probably, but it makes people laugh. And it's a good way to be an icebreaker.
Best way, in my opinion. Absolutely. Yeah, it is the best way to. You are absolutely right about that.
That's how I redeem myself. Every time I meet someone who is a little bit more off, I as much as I want to be a cunt. Ooh, whoa! Bleep it out. As much as I want to be one of the be a bitch, I
doesn't even spell the original word.
I'm BICTH.
You're like, wow,
I said it wrong. I spelled it wrong.
Church notes.
Church girl.
Yeah, gotta spell it out.
I'm Psalm 54. BITCH was her name, and she told them tranny haters. Matthew 54.
And there it is.
And there it is.
And there it is.
You know what? Let's go. I fucking hate these hating assholes. I'm sick of them.
Hating assholes.
And there's one person in this world who is advocating for our lifestyle. I want to find her name. The bitch in wasn't Florida. Was it Florida? The Sugar Daddy
I'm sure it was in Florida.
Sugar Daddy Appreciation Day.
Yes.
There's this post I sent Johanna. I saw this
So
beautiful woman. She had a bust down
she sure
blonde
did.
wig on. I was like, is it me?
Sunglasses that probably cost $2,000.
She walks up at the podium of a
tits as large as Stella's big ass head. I'm telling you.
She walks up to the podium and she's like,
she taps the fucking mic. The tiny little mics with the skinny little freaking like, you know.
she's like, hi everyone.
Thin dick fucking wire. Like,
She's like blowing it. She's like, hi everyone.
Literally, she's like,
Yeah. She's
Sorry.
like smiling, looking at all the people.
Yeah.
She's like, so
clears her throat.
I'm here today. Yeah. I'm here today to appreciate all the people that do so much for us. I think we should have a Sugar Daddy Appreciation Day.
She said sugar daddy, sugar mama appreciation day.
She had like some 85-year-old man standing behind her. He's like,
Yeah.
like thumbs
So
in her,
old.
like so supportive of
Shriveled
this.
old white dude. Yeah.
And I just think that we really should have a Sugar Daddy, Sugar Mama Appreciation Day.
Absolutely. Why
They
not?
do so much for the community.
Absolutely.
I don't know, because I need one, but they do so much.
They be funding us, man. Not me, but
I want to, you know,
I don't know if I could ever have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. Maybe a sugar mama.
I denied it
Starts
in
dreaming
the
away.
last couple episodes that I didn't have one because I didn't want to get in trouble. But I have had one.
Who would get you in trouble?
I just don't want her to come back. I always think things are going to come back to me because, like, I always say stupid shit.
You don't want
and
your
regret
sugar
it.
daddy to come back?
No, I just don't want him to be like, oh, she's using me for money when I do scam him for like thousands of dollars. But
You think he doesn't know?
That here, babe.
You think he doesn't know?
No,
Not in
he
court.
does know. I do know. You know, no, not hating my cis girls. I'm not hating y'all at all. Like, you definitely
We
have
also have
paved
that
the
double
way.
blink.
But it's like, what do you have? Like, what you could get pussy anywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to offend anybody. You can get pussy anywhere. You can buy that anywhere. You can buy it for
Yeah.
$10 on 8 Mile in Woodward,
That's
where Eminem
right.
grew up down the street.
Yeah, not everybody can get a chick with a dick.
Not everyone can get a chick with a dick. Not everyone can get an F to, a female to male. You can't get trans like that. That is a hot commodity. That's a kink. For some people, it's a fetish for some people.
At me next time. Yeah.
Hey. It sucks that it is, but you can't get that anywhere.
Yeah.
So I get why people would want to pay for that. Because
100%.
in all of my trans people, get your fucking bag. Don't you dare feel guilty for scamming those stupid little fuckers. Because
Scam me, bro. Scam me all day.
'em. Johanna likes
Call
trans.
me.
Scam
248. Just kidding.
'em. Not 248. She's like 313.
Embarrassing. I know. Wearing a Detroit beanie. 248.
Oh my god, you big hoops. She's like pure Chicana. Whoever you are, lady, with the blonde bust down, advocating for this, you can
Bless
fucking
you.
go. That's balls.
Bless you.
She tucked her dick real good for that fucking performance.
Could you imagine the Hallmark cards?
Oh my god, with her and that guy.
No, just for the holiday. Because if they did pass like a sugar mama, sugar daddy day, appreciation day, Hallmark is just going ham. Hallmark
at your job?
Hallmark's probably like Christian. Hallmark's probably like
Don't even get me into Hallmark.
homophobic and like, anti-sex
So,
work.
we always talk about.
Don't even get me started on
We
Hallmark.
always talk-
This bitch has shit to say about Hallmark.
We always talk about Hallmark, and I feel like back when I was younger, you were younger, back in the 2000s, 90s, Hallmark.
I was never young.
Hallmark. There you go. Hallmark. Hallmark was the shit, and I've talked about this before. Someone made a comment to me the other day about like religion, like fuck that Hallmark ass holiday, because it is like it's very
They're all
Christian.
Hallmark,
It's very
Gabriel.
Christian-y. Reba.
Yeah, it's gross. Reba.
Single mama
No, don't
works
shit on
2
Reba.
jobs.
I love Reba.
Arms of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
Reba's the shit.
She's
She's
cool.
got a pass. She gets
She's
a pass.
cool.
She's up there with like Dolly. I love Dolly. All day, baby. These are white women who are okay in my book.
I don't even. The Dolly
There's
part.
you.
When I
There's
met
Dolly.
Johanna,
What?
when I worked at the street food joint, I was like, everyone was like Dolly Parton, Dolly Parton, Dolly Parton. Like shit. Like, do you have a tattoo?
Yeah, I have a tattoo.
You
of
have a
Dolly.
tattoo. They had her on every 5 fucking minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is up with Detroit and Dolly Parton? Like, y'all are the biggest
It's
like
the world in
lovers
Dolly
for
Parton.
her.
It's not
I
just
like her.
Detroit.
I like her hand gloves because she has wrinkly hands. She puts hand gloves on for her performance with nails on them. I'm like, the drag queens do that. And I think Dolly Parton wants to be a drag queen now. Like, how many wigs does she have piled up? That's not one wig. No one's like teasing that shit. Like there's no way. She's got like 2 on that bitch.
That's like a George Washington old school fucking wig. That's a OG wig right there.
Like
there's layers
imagine
to
like
it.
going to bang Dolly Parton.
That's a beehive on a beehive.
She comes to the
baby.
door like fucking bald.
I would love that.
Big tits and ball.
I
Like
would
ET
love
with
it.
a boob job. Like it would be
Bald-headed bitch.
bald-headed bitch. I want to see, like, people ask me, what's under that wig? Which y'all have seen. Y'all have seen me natural.
A dick.
I have, like, I want to see Dolly Parton without the wig.
I mean, you
not
can
trans,
see it when
take it
she's young. You know what I mean? When she's young, that was her natural hair.
Oh,
Yeah, this photo is based off like her natural hair.
Yeah,
it wasn't
she's
like
pretty.
big like
she's
that.
cute.
But...
Her and Miley Cyrus. I like them.
Oh my God, are you serious? Dynamic duo. I
Wait.
couldn't imagine her being my godmother. I would die. I would faint. I would be done. I would put me in the ground.
That's pretty legit. Was Billy Ray? I always think, like, was Billy Ray that big? Was Billy
think
Ray
so.
Cyrus like? I don't even think is he like
when Hannah Montana was coming out before that.
How do they even
I
get
think
to that
so.
spot they're at?
That's a very good question because
Who the fuck is Billy Ray Cyrus? Like, the fuck?
That is a very, very good question because I love 90s country music and that era. I lived through it. I loved it. I was raised by white people. Like when we moved here, like
I was raised by white people. I love country music.
I'm not even joking. My stepdad number 1 named Paul. Stepdad number 2 named Charlie.
Oh my God, there's been 2?
They both had Irish last name. Oh no, actually, one of the last names wasn't, but the second last name was Irish as fuck.
And they played Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to say, like, you know, all these people who helped my mom raise me because she was a single mother were white people, and they introduced me, like, my cousin.
They were white people.
My cousin was like a teenager in the 90s, so she was like super into hip hop. That's where I learned about hip hop. That's where I learned about R&B. That's where I learned this and that other thing, right? From a freaking little teenage fucking white chick growing up in Clarkson, Michigan, right?
Yeah.
But her parents and like my stepdad's siblings and like whatever, like they all listened to 90s country music. Never once did I hear a Billy Ray Cyrus song.
I don't even know, like,
and if I did, I just like didn't realize. But like, nah, dog. Like Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw, all day. Brooks and Dunn.
He was not that.
Billy Ray Cyrus. What the fuck? Where'd you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. You know.
Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
We have a message. We have a voice message. He's anonymous. They're anonymous. Fucking dumbass.
Okay, I'm gonna press play, and here we go.
Just go for it.
I didn't make it up.
Hey Johanna, what's up? It's Dan. I just wanted to see if you wanted to bring up that time in Casa Loma when we all got arrested, all 11 of us at Central. Good times. I just want to hear your side of the story from that night. All right, over and out.
That's like really
How
ironic. Is that not ironic
yeah,
though?
That is crazy. Isn't it ironic?
Well,
Don't you think?
we're back into the Central. We should have done that
Well,
earlier.
shout out Dan Arney. Love you so much.
Is he a comedian?
He's not a comic. No. It's just my friend from college.
Is it comic or comedian? What's the respectful
It could be either
term?
one. It could be either one.
If someone's like, that's that comic Johanna, or is it that comedian Johanna?
Yeah, I'd be like, it's boot out of you, motherfucker.
And there you go.
Yeah. So, no, Dan's cool. I love Dan. That is my motherfucking boy right there.
Dan's your man.
Dan is my man. He lives in Asheville.
Oh my God, he doesn't even. Why? None of our listeners live here.
Well, he's just
I love
amazing.
That. That's awesome.
I'm happy that he's interested in leaving us a
Hi,
voicemail
Dan.
and that he's fucking playing along. I love it. More of you people should be like Dan the man and play along and
You
leave us
should.
voicemails and remind us of stories from our past.
Let's talk about it. You got arrested.
Real quick, we got arrested in Casa Loma, which is
What the fuck
the
is that?
infamous apartment complex that is inside of Mount Pleasant. Shout out to
Which is in Michigan.
Any Chip out there listening to this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, fire up
A
chips.
chip?
Yeah, we're the Chippewas.
Oh, Chippewa. I'm like a chip.
So, a chip?
What's chip?
What are we talking here? Dorito?
Dorito. Lay what?
Lay.
Cheez-It?
Just hearing the word lay, I'm like, I need to get dick down.
You're telling me I've been getting fucking No, Casamigos.
Casamigos, let's go. Okay, Casa Loma, we were not of age yet, and there was like one guy at the party that for whatever reason was like 26.
That's disgusting.
He was like friends of theirs from their hometown.
Don't be that person, boys.
Don't be that person. I am that person.
Well, no, it's
different. I'm not hanging out with 19-year-olds
You're not hanging out. You are not
until Jenna decides to have a party at my house.
But
we establish boundaries and we set rules, and that's just what you do when you hit the age of 30. Anyway, so we were at this house party at Dan's house, and it was like Dan and our friend John and my ex-boyfriend Peter. I met Peter at this party. First of all, I showed up to this party on acid. Okay, my girl Lauren, shout out Lauren. My girl Lauren is like, you need to come to my boyfriend's house.
On acid?
I was on acid, yeah.
How do you even go? And I
was just like hopping around town, just like tripping.
No, but
I was 20 years old.
You trip. Like, I can't even do that like in a public space. Like, I can't do those things. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a half a hit of acid. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Oh, she said it right. Half a hit. That's how you say it. It's a hit. It's not like a...
What?
Well, sorry.
Speaking of half a hit, Stella hit the bong in between in between breaks here, and now we don't know how to speak.
No, but what No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck is like? Why do they say a hit when you take acid? Like it's not like you're hitting it like a bong. You're taking it like.
Are you high?
So high. I gotta go.
I don't know why drug terminology is what it is, but it just is. So here we are. It's not like I was like, I ripped acid. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I felt like you did. Like,
no,
she's like my boyfriend Peter, John, and Suey like took me to fucking
Peter, John, and Suey. Suey was the 26-year-old.
Suey the one who gave her acid.
No, I don't remember who gave me acid that night. But anyway, I was doing just a light dose of acid. So sorry.
No,
and I showed up to this party because my friend Lauren was like, I'm seeing this guy. He lives in Casa Loma. He has like 5 million roommates. You have like the pick of the litter. Like, come like hang out with me and all these dudes. Like a couple of them are like super hot. I've been talking about you all week. Like I've been like, oh, my hot Peruvian friend. I'm gonna invite her to the party. You guys are going to meet her. Like blah blah. Hot. So I literally had my pick of the litter at this house party. And at first, I had this huge crush on John, and I thought he was he was really hot, like so good looking. And we were like flirting a little bit, but he was always like a very awkward guy, whatever. So there was like zero chemistry, but for whatever reason, my pussy was still wet. And she was like, keep talking to this guy. Like, he has zero personality and he's a little weird, but like, keep talking to him, right? John. So I keep like trying to hang out with this guy, and I'm like, trying to like find a beer pong partner, whatever.
A beer pong partner?
Yes, ho. This was a long time ago.
Keep going.
So I'm trying to flirt with John. And
Trevor with Scott.
Whatever, Chad, Kyle, Brett. Whatever white guy. And John proceeds to get blackout hammered, and they had like a tiny little PA system with a microphone.
Tiny little penis. Yeah.
Tiny little penis, just like yours.
With a microphone,
and and he ends up screaming into the microphone.
Oh my God, Johanna! Salted my game.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm not even offended. My balls are gone anyway. Keep going.
That's right. Okay, so just scotch taped right up there.
I wish it would hold.
Gorilla glued up there.
There you go.
So John starts screaming into the PA system, "Show me your tits! Show me your tits!"
Did you do
like
it?
Talking to
Did
me.
You do
Absolutely
it?
Not. I'm a lady.
Oh, you say absolutely yes.
I'm a lady on acid, just looking for a beer pong partner. Okay, I have some respect. If you were on
acid, you would have done it.
Have some respect. So he's like, "Show me your tits." I'm like, "Okay, fuck
You're
this
like
guy. This
balls.
guy's blackout. I'm not fucking with this guy anymore." So then I turn to Peter, who was my second contender. I was like, okay, this guy's really quiet, but he's like tall and like pretty hot, like had these beautiful hazel eyes, dark brown hair. He was Albanian. He was so
a dream.
He was cute, but he was weird and he was awkward. And this is like so embarrassing, and you're going to continue to make fun of me, but Biggie came on.
Biggie Small?
Notorious B.I.G.
Okay.
He was a rapper in the 90s. He was shot.
I know who.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta break it down.
I've done that face so many times tonight.
So Biggie comes on, and I know every lyric because, you know.
Yeah, you're
I'm
an OG.
annoying and.
Detroit. Detroit. Get your fucking hoop earrings out, you fucking hoochie mama.
You got me. So. Confused about my gender.
She's
Can
like,
you tell?
She's like, you know Biggie. You know Biggie. Fuck. Back in the Chip days, back in the Chippewa days.
I
Start
knew
fucking
it.
Detroit
I
hat
knew
on.
Start roasting me, bro.
No, I had to at this point. No, I was
deserve
listening
it. I
and
deserve
I
it.
had
I
to.
deserve it.
Take
Roast
a sip.
away.
She's
Roast
like
away.
Sasquatch cup.
Roast
She's
away.
like B.I.G.
A Sasquatch for a Sasquatch.
We had
Anyway,
slides on.
Biggie comes on as Peter's my beer pong partner. We're chilling, we're vibing. Jokes and jokes and jokes. He's the funniest guy I've ever met.
Peter's
till
the funny
this
guy.
day. So he's making me laugh. We're having a good time. He starts like checking me out, and then he's all impressed that I know every lyric to a Notorious B.I.G. song. And it was the dumbest fucking thing. And next thing you know, the fucking cops are
Show
there.
up.
Like, I'm skipping a little bit. We obviously partied for hours. We got super fucked up. Next thing you know, it's like 4 a.m. Oh, at one point, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure this is why the cops came. The CMU marching band. And I don't know why they did this. And this is not the acid talking, but the CMU marching band came through the Casa Loma parking lot. And they were like in a fucking orchestrated line, like playing their instruments,
While
marching.
the cops came?
No. This happened like while everyone was partying, because Casa Loma was like a huge, like
I don't
it
even
was
know
an
what that is.
apartment complex.
It's a complex.
So like
at the
everyone would
college.
be like
Okay.
partying and like outside and like whatever. So next thing you know, a marching band comes through, and that was like wild to witness. And then I think maybe
acid,
like
yeah, what
an
the
hour
fuck?
after that, the cops show up, specifically to Casa Loma. I think it was 39. If I'm not mistaken. This was so long ago. So crazy to even think about and to even relive this fucking story. The cops show up, and we all just like turn the music off, turn the lights off. Like, some people I think ran out the back door, but the majority of like the people who like lived there, and like Lauren, who I was friends with, who I was at the party with, runs upstairs to like go be with Dan. I'm like heavy into like very.
Well, you're on acid.
Well,
That's
now-
like scary, and the
I'm
cops
still
show
like
up.
not. It was like the lightest fucking dose of. Get over the acid. You're only focusing on the acid.
I know.
And the whole point
I
is
know.
that the police are there.
No, I know, but like I remember being on that, like not doing
Okay,
a
but
lot.
knowing your ass, you probably took like
I took a lot of
fucking
acid.
3 hits of acid, and you were
And to
still
have a
standing
cop,
strong.
and to have a cop like just in your like, you know, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay,
I
thank you.
apologize.
So the police show up, lights are off. We all run upstairs, pretend like we're in bed. I like run into Peter's room, like get into his bed, and we're like sheets, like blankets over our heads, like literally
Oh my
terrified. We're
God.
terrified at this point because like the cops are there, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody is brave enough to be like, you have to have a warrant, like go get a warrant, da, 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 da. And like,
True.
we knew that they weren't gonna get one at like 4 a.m, but these motherfuckers waited until 5:30 in the morning, went to the court, got a warrant, came back, and knocked down the fucking door.
They knocked it down, or they walked in.
No, who the fuck let them? Nobody let them in.
Oh my God,
They
that's
knocked
scary
down the
as
fucking
shit.
yeah, and then they came upstairs, flashlights and everything, like looking for people. And I swear to God, like a police officer like stripped the fucking blankets off Peter and I. Was like, "Come downstairs. What are you doing?" Like all fucking put us in handcuffs. Like I was like, "This fucking hurts." Like
Whoa,
it was
my-
bad, dude. Like the apartment
what,
got
though?
raided basically because they got pissed that we were like, "Go get a fucking warrant." Like fuck you, we're not opening the door.
Yeah.
Because the John guy who was like, show me your tits or whatever. His dad was a lawyer and like a fucking damn good lawyer.
Yeah.
So, and may he rest in peace. John's dad passed away a few years ago, but he was a really good lawyer. And so I think
R.I.P.,
at
yeah.
one point John was like, no, we like, this is fucked up. And then remember there was like an older guy there. We're all like underage. It's on. We're all like underage. There was like a 26-something-year-old man there. So he specifically was like, I can't be caught in here. I'm going to be in fucking trouble because it's going to seem like I was the one that provided the alcohol, which he was. And
Oh, well, he did. What a fucking.
yeah, it was crazy. Again, I arrived when like the party was already like, you know, at its highest peak, if you will. So whatever. So we all go to jail. We all go to
They took you all.
go to the drunk tank. Me and my girl Lauren are hammered. It's 5:30 in the morning, 6 a.m.
Were you
I was
underage?
like 20. No,
you weren't legal.
I don't think I was legal yet. I was 20, I'm pretty sure. So we go to the drunk tank. We end up staying the night or the rest of the day. I think it was like a 24-hour thing. Mind you, my friends who are back at my house, because I like ditched a party that like my own party or something. I was like all over in my neighborhood. I like left. I was like, I gotta go. Leave on acid. My friends did. The next day was like a tailgate. My friends had no idea where it was. And I was like in the drunk tank downtown Mount Pleasant, right? So like me and Lauren are put together because we're the only chicks, and all the dudes, it was like 10 of them in a drunk tank, hammered, all like best friends, like fucking around. So like, we can see each other from across the hall. So we kept being like,
they separate
we kept doing like charades and like being fucking idiots. And like when they brought us our food, Lauren and I were like,
brought you food in the drunk tank?
yeah, Lauren and I were like having breakfast. We got arrested at like 5:30 in the morning.
But they bring you, when I got arrested,
it
they
was
didn't
like
bring me
a freaking
breakfast.
rock dressed as a biscuit. Like it's not.
Yeah, but they give you food in the drunk tank when you're arrested?
They gave us food. Yeah, I don't know. It's a college town. This was a million years ago.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, what?
What? Like.
Yeah. So
Big
they gave us
pimp.
food. Also, there was a fucking hammered woman there. Like she was passed out on the cement floor, wrapped up in a blanket like a cocoon, in a cocoon blanket the entire time Lauren and I were in there.
Good for her.
We had breakfast. We were laughing. We were playing charades with the guys across the hall. We were like pretending to have a tea
You're like,
party
"We're
with
in
our
jail."
food. Like we were just like, whatever, dude. Like we're gonna get a hold of somebody. Like you know, eventually they'll let us out. So we're like, jail's a lot different when you go with a bunch of your friends, let me tell you, because I went by myself once, not the same. Really scary when you actually have to call your mom. So this time around, it was so fun. We had a great time. This fucking woman comes out of her slumber so fucking drunk, like mean as shit, scary as fuck, takes a shit. Have you ever had anybody shit, a stranger shit in front of you?
Yes.
She took a shit in the toilet, which is like, there's no fucking stall. There's no fucking, this is like,
That's like.
this is it, baby.
She took a dump right in front of you.
She took a fucking dump in front of me and Lauren.
Yep.
And I
I'm
will
shitting in the
never
street.
forget that.
Bridesmaids. I'm
Yes,
shitting in the street.
I'm shitting in the street. It's happening. Yeah. So it was happening. And yeah, Miss Sleeping Beauty just took a fat old shit.
So what did everyone do with their egg McMuffins? And
as if they gave us egg McMuffins. Are you serious? If they gave me egg McMuffins, I would still be there.
how lit?
Okay, bitch. Hello.
That's
no.
big pimp.
So that's basically the gist of the story. And then fucking
She took
lawyer
a dump.
John's lawyer dad, weeks after when we had to show up in court, he came in and like represented a lot of them. Like there was like these officers were so upset at the fact that we challenged them that they went and like printed conversations, like printed stuff that I was posting on Facebook and shit. Like I had to change
social media bites you in the ass.
change my last name to my grandmother's maiden name and like shorten my first name to even like use social media for a while because
oh my God.
John's dad was like, stay under wraps, like either delete your social media or change your name. They're absolutely watching you guys.
That's
like
crazy,
blah, blah, blah. It was
though.
fucking nuts, dude. So yeah, I think I got like a disturbing the peace and not quite at MIP, or maybe it wasn't MIP. This was so long ago that I barely remember. But yeah, Dan, that's my perspective. That's how I remember the night
if
going.
you're listening.
And it was crazy. Oh, and then I dated Peter. I dated Notorious B.I.G., Notorious 9.5-inch uncut dick for 7 years of my life on and off. And he is Ruka's father. That's the same guy.
I knew Ruka was mixed.
Yeah, mixed as fuck. Albanian, Peruvian.
Holy shit.
Sassy as hell. That's why she's never going to die, bro. She's got good genes.
I'm burping. Listen.
She's got good genes.
Johanna's dog Ruka is... she's not even on her last leg. She's not.
She's on her last 2 legs.
She's on 2. Let's laugh about it.
She's on her last 2 legs.
It's not 1. She's on her last leg. She's on 2. Until your dog hits the 1 leg.
Oh, God.
Until you're on the 1-legger, that's when you gotta
Until
go.
the wheels fall off, baby.
I want to get back to...
Yeah, let's go. That's it. That's the story.
I loved your drunk
Thanks for
tank
listening.
story.
I have so many more stories. It's so crazy how much life I've lived, but
You They
my
do.
my
Birds
aunt
attached
broke
to
her leg.
Did she really?
My
Doing
aunt
what?
broke her leg. Did I not tell you that? Did I not tell you that?
No, in Peru she did.
My aunt broke her fucking leg like 5 days ago.
In Peru
She
or
was
home?
was on the beach. She was on the beach running after her little fucking shit dog. Her little shit dog Ali does whatever the fuck he wants. She brought her dog all the way to Peru.
No. Oh my God. Keep going. No, let's say a story.
Okay, so she's running after her little shit dog. It's like a tiny little like poodle thing, Shih Tzu poodle.
I have a great.
I love this dog.
I have a great story about this dog.
Ali is the
I have
shit.
a
Ali's
great story about this dog.
But here's the thing about
His
Ali.
name's Ali.
His name's Ali. The thing about it is she adopted him from a Brazilian friend, right? Ali does whatever the fuck Ali wants to do. He's got a terrible attitude. He's an adventure dog.
He's you.
He's brave as 100%. My aunt left Ali with a family friend in Miami,
Oh no.
and our family friend has like 2 big dogs, 3 fucking kids. Like they live in an apartment, like no space.
In Miami, yeah.
In Miami, because she was going on a cruise. So she was like, oh, take Ali. I can't take Ali on the cruise, but you have to take Ali. And so our family friend was like, okay, I'll take Ali, whatever. Ali's fucking biting the kids in the face. Ali's trying to fight these big ass dogs. Like Ali is fucking nuts, bro. They had to like lock Ali up in a room and shit. It was wild. The dogs are fine. The birds are fine. Everyone's fine. They're just being raised by Hispanic people. Okay, moving on.
No.
So Ali makes it to Peru, right? So she goes on her cruise. She goes, picks them up. Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog bit your kid in the face, whatever. Picks up the dog, takes him on the plane. They go to this the beach house Airbnb that they rented out for the time in Peru, right? The dog's on the ocean having the time of its fucking life. I swear, the cat. Talk about suicidal animals. Okay, this dog runs straight for the fucking ocean. A wave is about to take him out. My aunt goes running after her little fucking Ali.
Little fucking Ali. Me too.
Because the wave is about to literally go over this dog. This dog's tiny. You know, Ali. So the wave almost goes over the dog, and so she's like running, scoops him up. She goes to put her weight down on her leg. It sinks into the sand. That wave that was about to take her dog out, because she's like holding him with all of her fucking and trying to balance. She sinks in the fucking sand. The wave hits her. Her leg snaps, bro. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. She broke her fucking leg
sand?
in the sand, dude. Like her leg went down into the sand. She got stuck.
Did Ali fall?
Nah, she had a fucking Hispanic death grip on that motherfucker. He didn't go anywhere.
Oh my God, that
she
dog
saved his life.
If that dog would have gotten taken in the
That's
ocean
how much that
in
bitch
Peru,
loves that dog.
No, if that dog would have got taken into Peru, I don't think her aunt would be okay.
She would have.
She would have jumped. She would have.
She picking her feathers out just like Rico.
So when I met this dog, Ali.
But that's a true fucking story. So she had to, So then she had to go to the hospital because she was on the beach. So she was like dressed in this like beautiful, like, you know, my aunt. She's so hot. She's like 60 something and she's so hot.
Her.
She's wearing
sexy.
this tiny little bikini.
Johanna's
whatever. They send me a fucking photo. They're like, Betty broke her leg. I'm like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? They send me a photo. Maybe I'll send it to Marissa so she can put it up on the screen. They send me a photo of my aunt in the hospital, fucking cast all the way down, straight up like this. She's in a wheelchair and she looks hot as fuck.
Yes.
Tits out, little tiny robe on. You know, she's always wearing those visors with her hair out of the way. She's always a visor girl. She's a visor girl.
She always has them.
And she literally sends me this photo and I go, how do you look hotter than me when I try my best? Like literally so hot in the hospital. She's iconic.
Is like white
Ali's
man's dream.
iconic.
Like,
oh yeah, that's why she married a white man. Hello.
Oh my God.
That's how we all got our green cards.
Listen.
Shout out Uncle Jim. Okay, tell your story about Ali.
Love you, Jim. So I met Ali. I worked at this place over here where we live at, like down the street. And Johanna's mom, Johanna used to date someone that worked there with me.
Twice.
A friend, local friend. And her aunt came in one day with the dog. I didn't know she had the dog. They were sitting at the bar. And
she likes to sneak the dog into public places. Me and Johanna's
family were like, I'm very like good with them. Like I'm very like, they love me. I love them. I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
We're like,
come on now.
I'm like a part of the family. Like I've been to her aunt's house. I've done it all. And I go and do my hugs and kisses. And I like look under the tape, like the purse hook, you know, when you're sitting on a bar. And the dog's in this like really tiny bag.
Yep.
Like the dog's small, but like he was like in there with a lot of keychains and a lot of fucking shit. Like, and I like look down and he's just like,
Let it out, honey.
The dog was literally hanging from a purse hook in a tiny Coach bag, like for its
Literally,
life. Like choking for its life.
Neck out of the, like, no paws out or nothing. Like the rest of his body's in the bag.
I thought it was a stuffed
I'm losing
animal.
my microphone. No,
And I asked Johanna, like I pulled her aside.
nothing but big ass head and ears, bro.
It's a poodle. Like think like little tiny
Shih Tzu poodle. It's a
think
mix.
like a Shih Tzu poodle, like fluffy little tiny. It's not big at all. It's super tiny, but like not tiny enough for a bag. Like, the bag was way too small. And her aunt put the dog hanging from a purse hook and just left him there drinking mimosas. And like I didn't say anything because like not my place.
Feeding him. That dog was happy as hell.
It, like,
Feeding him
brunch,
sausages.
chilaquiles and shit like that.
Oh my god, so fucking funny.
It's
Giving him cheese and shit, sausages. My aunt's like, can we get the steak? Can we get the steak well done, or can we get asking Dree, my ex, asking Dree, can we get just a tiny little steak well done on the side? He's like, for what?
No,
she's like, for me.
Like hanging from the purse hook.
Yeah,
that's what like the dog
having
was
the time
like,
of his fucking life
like
though.
Suicide, like
nah,
for its life.
he likes it.
No,
he's a part of the family.
He
He likes to get choked.
He would for that.
He's related to us.
I just like can't, like he was fighting for his life, Johanna. Like not like a bad boy. The dog was.
Oh come on.
No. The dog was fine, but it was
You're like,
hilarious.
now that I think about
like,
it, he was running into the
I was
ocean
in
to
a
end his
rush
life.
at my job, and I just like wanted to say hi. And I like looked down. I'm like, what the fuck?
He hates his life so much. He's literally
Yes,
trying to drown himself in the
It was
ocean.
this tiny little fucking bag.
Good job, Marissa. Good job, listeners. We love you so much. This episode was ridiculous. We had so much fun. Thank you, Dan Artie, for leaving a voicemail.
Take over.
I'm sorry. Stella is the best co-host in the entire world. I love
Do
her
you guys
so
think
much.
I am?
Yes,
I think I stutter
everyone's
a lot.
eating this up. Do you know what somebody said to me the other day that I thought was very kind?
Okay, let's hear.
Okay, somebody after the Pam and Beth part 1 and part 2, which shout out to them. Such good episodes. Honestly, those were really great episodes, and I'm so happy that we were able to sit down with two people who are very important to us.
Yes.
Who we value their opinion,
And we hope it helped you and anyone who's been in a similar situation.
100%. We value their opinion, we value their experiences, and we're so happy that we were able to sit down and have them share it with us. So I did have people messaging us about it and saying that they were thankful for it, they really enjoyed it. Specifically, one person messaged and said, your podcast is so fucking good. And I don't mean to like sound douchey or like whatever,
No, never
but like
cocky, but
never cocky,
confident,
never whatever,
but confident.
But a person went out of their way to say, your podcast is so fucking good, and excuse me for asking, but why isn't it more popular?
Yeah.
And I didn't have an answer for it. Like, we're trying the best we can. We don't have a team behind us. We have me and Stella and Marissa, and that's all we have. And we just continue to trek our camera and our lights and our like little fucking recording, like, you know, into any space we can like make it work. And I think that it's a labor of love, and I think we have a lot of fun.
It makes me emotional.
It makes me emotional
because
don't ruin that makeup, bitch. don't ruin that cake batter, bitch.
I'm gonna start telling people that.
Don't be foreshadowing.
Sorry. 5 o'clock shadow. No, it's we go hard, and we're gonna oh my god.
I'm gonna get Stella water after this.
I can't talk.
We
Johanna.
do. We try our best, and we are trying our best, especially with everything else that I have juggling at the same time. I run a lot of social media platforms for a lot of different accounts. So this one doesn't always get all of my attention. I'm working on that. And hopefully, you know, you guys, if you like it, if you're enjoying it and you listen every week, I know that we see the numbers. We know you're out there. We hear you on social media.
We hear you. We love you.
We love you. We hear you. Please share it.
There's like
Please
10 people.
tell friends about it. No, there's more than 10. It's
kidding.
growing. It's great. But just continue to share it, and if
love you
a certain
all, like,
episode
honestly.
spoke to you, make sure you share it, like it, subscribe on YouTube.
Each Other's Mothers Tour
tell the
2024.
world. I hope.
Oh my God.
One can only hope. Okay, we love you guys. This has been a very long episode. It hasn't been just me and Stella alone for a while, so we had some dish to dish.
We had a lot of dish.
I have to burp. Okay, we love you.
Love you. Kisses.
Bye. Oh wait, where can I find you?
Oh, see, 444 Stella. Make sure the E is a 3, the A is a 4. Johanna, where can we find you?
At Johanna.Madronda. Please do not forget, Linktree is actually updated. Come see me live on Instagram. Linktree in my bio. And taping a special. Subscribe. Yes.
Like. Share with your fucking friends. You know what? We're here to stay. And if you want to leave a voicemail and if you want to be on the podcast, tell us.
Too bad. Just kidding.
No, tell us.
I am taping a special April 14th at the Independent Comedy Club. We've always loved you and we will continue to love you. Stella, you're a babe.
You're a babe. Let's go
love
bang.
You to death. Okay.
Love you, babies. Bye.